love God. Yeah.
But sometimes
People be tripping.
Yeah.
People be tripping.
People can really take stuff out you, and I feel like people you see every day, every year, people get uglier and uglier.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Family included, friends included.
Oh yeah.
And I have just given up the fight on trying to fix or cope with, or whatever you want to call it, these situations. And I just let it go, leave it to God.
Yeah.
And I keep it moving, because when I was working at the YMCA in Swift Creek, I took a part-time job out there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the teens said something to me, when he said it to me at the time, it was like so profound to me at that moment.
Yeah.
And he stopped by the desk, and I was up there just doing what I do, and he just was chatting with me, and real smart kid. And he was pouring into me that day, and he said, "You know what, Miss Star? You only got a limited amount of days left on Earth."
And I looked at him,
and I said, "What?" He said, "Miss Star, you only got a limited amount of days left on Earth, and you don't know how many of those days that you have. So you have to not just make the most of it, but you have to make it important." So he was like, "When you get up tomorrow, make your day important. Make sure everything about your day is structured or important or whatever. Make it have a purpose."
Yeah.
And then he went on off the workout like he didn't just drop.
Like he didn't just drop a gym. Like,
yeah.
The teenager told me this. He going to go bench press now? What? Where does happen at?
And that has stuck with me ever since. And not just me as a person. I don't like being mean to people, because when I mean,
yeah, cut deep. if I'm gonna be mean, I'm gonna be all the way.
Right.
Mean.
What's
I'm
the
gonna
movie where they say,
deep.
don't go? What is the? I think Robert Downey Jr. and it's like a military movie or something. When they say, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but in the movie he say, "Don't go full retarded."
That's Tropic Thunder. That's
okay.
right. Never go. Yeah, that's Tropic Thunder.
If I'm gonna be mean,
yeah, I'm going for the juggler.
It's not like I'm trying to win the Olympics of being mean, but if I'm gonna be mean to somebody, I'm gonna be mean for a reason. I'm mean to you for a reason and for a purpose. You typically did something to me. But I'm not a person that just gets up and innately walks around and likes to be mean to people. I do not enjoy being mean to people. It's not even in my spirit to just naturally be mean to people. I like being nice to people, making people laugh, and being joyful. And if I don't get that same energy back, I wish you well, and I keep it moving.
Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing.
And that's it. That's all I got.
I got you, cousin. No, ain't nothing wrong with that. Speak your truth. Because if this your lived experience, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. And I know sometimes our siblings can do things that can cause us trauma, and and it's hard to heal from that, especially that person doesn't acknowledge what they did either, and they think they're in the right. And that's like, yo, this happened 20 years ago, but I'm still feeling the effects of it.
It's not that oftentimes I'm not tripping off of nothing that happened 20 years ago. I'm tripping off stuff that happened a year ago.
Yeah, that's still
and it's like I'm not even
tripping behavior. That's what I'm tripping off.
It's like I'm not even tripping off stuff that happened a year ago, because if I did not get the results that I needed, because it's not about want. If I don't get the results I need, then I'm cool with walking away.
And so be it. It is what it is.
And once I walk away and I keep it pushing, I don't have any more feelings about the situation. I stand on the feelings I had, and if I did not get the results that I needed, I'm okay with that, and I keep it pushing.
Yeah.
That's it. I still stand on how I felt, what you did, and I leave it right there. So 8 months from now, I'm not still in that same spot. I'm not still holding on to them same feelings. I left it all right there with you.
Good.
So that's the memo for you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, people think once time passes,
you forget about it. No.
6 months has fixed the disrespect.
Nah. That
I gave to you.
No, it's just been 6 months. You still haven't apologized for the
disrespect.
There you go. And I'm gonna keep it where it at. I'm gonna keep it right there. I leave it
right there with you. And I just trip because I feel like oftentimes I'm like, people are really missing out on an amazing person. Like,
they are.
I am Starbucks in a world full of Dunkin'.
I'm trying to tell you, Ty. I used to always love coming over there, over Wayside. That was one of my favorite places to go to Wayside.
We used to listen.
And used to just cut up to all times of the night.
We got to do a Wayside.
A Wayside reunion, just because.
We got to do one show. We invite Larry
and Bo on. Yeah.
We can invite Wayside Originals. We can invite some more Waysideans out because it would be so funny. Get Tyreek out here.
Yeah, because it's simple fact.
Y'all in the Hot Boys era.
Come on now. We were over there. We were over there. Although we're in Liverpool Wayside, we was over there a lot. I'm like, yo, we over here an awful lot not to Liverpool.
Y'all will pull up.
Pull up every day. Every day and just kick
and
it.
Shoot the breeze, man.
All times of the night. Yes. Y'all need to go home. I'm like, man, whatever. We out here. But I mean, with the similar, I mean, you know, me and my brother, we got a good relationship. We cool. Well, now, granted, it was some times where we had some rockiness. Mm-hmm. Okay, we had to call each other out on some stuff. He called me out on mine. I called him out on his. It is what it is. We got through it and we good. But yeah, I feel you on that though. Sometimes your family is, although they're your family by blood, the family you choose is the one that you have the real relationship with, and that's biblical. A brother born of adversity,
right?
In a time of struggle.
But it make me sad sometimes because I'm like, why do everybody, like, for real? If like mom side, dad side, all my cousins have good relationships with their siblings.
Yeah.
All of y'all. And then there's me and her. And she takes no accountability for anything. And my mom doesn't make her take any accountability. They pretend as if this child has not been awful to me. And that's why she'll never have a sister. And my mom will never have a family. Because I'm not going to be quiet and just accept how you treated me.
Yeah.
It does not work that way. I love you, but I will love you from over there. And I'm going to continue to have a great life over here. And I wish you have a great life over there.
Yeah.
But I can promise her, and I can promise them, I tell this to people all the time, I am not replaceable.
No.
It's hard to find people in this world who treat you the way you want to be treated all the time. And it takes a lot out of me because I treat people the way God wants them to be treated. Yeah. Number one. And I'm a tough act to follow.
You got that
if
right.
I'm being honest, like, I'm a tough act to follow. So, you know, if I show you my phone right now.
Oh, I believe it.
If I show you my phone right now, while we sitting here recording,
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna blow up like crazy. I believe it. I believe it.
People know who they can hit up. They know who is clutch. They know who got their back. They know who got a good word for them. And you know, and I take responsibility when the scales are unbalanced and people are only taking from me and not pouring into me. You know, that comes with life and you learn.
Yeah.
But I don't let none of that stuff stop me from being me, who God created me to be. Exactly. I just stop being that for people who don't deserve it, who don't know my worth.
And that's one thing I've learned, to learn who to share my energy with.
Mm-hmm.
Learn who to share it with, because that's important too, because you get around a whole bunch of energy vampires that just suck you dry, and you're like, man, why do I feel like this? You carrying all their burdens. I'm like, I ain't even dealing with this. I ain't going to do that. Why am I holding on to this? This ain't even for me.
I just be feeling like life isn't as complicated as people make it.
They
make life 100 times more complicated for themselves.
By just making
poor decisions that they know. They make their decisions hoping for the outcome that they want. And I'm okay with that. We all do that, right? But after a while of continuously making decisions and they don't pan out, you get this innate feeling of knowing that the decision you want to make is not going to work out, and you do it anyway.
You know this ain't going to end well.
Right.
You choose to do this.
I made 5 decisions, and this is what I wanted to do. This is the result I wanted, and none of it worked right. So I'm gonna keep pushing in my bad decision. I've already shown myself I don't make good decisions.
And instead of this bad decision making,
and in those times of making bad decisions, sometimes people reach out and they ask for help, they ask for advice, and you tell them the polar opposite of what they want to do.
Absolutely.
And then they turn around and still do what they want to do, and they dig themselves further and further and further and further deep into a hole. And now they want you to be an
help to get them out the hole.
Right.
Like, no, I told you to avoid the hole. You decided to get a shovel. I told you to avoid it. You got a shovel. That's on you.
Most people don't live life in balance to have to deal with other people's unbalance.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm not out here living my life insanely to then have to push all that off on somebody else to feel like I want to give you a portion of this to fix. No. Do what you're supposed to suffer. I get mad when people don't want to suffer the consequences.
Right. Again, accountability. That's what it goes back to. It's accountability. If you did it, I'd rather you own it. I don't care what it is. I'd rather you own what you did and accept the consequences and deal with them. Versus you trying to pass it off to somebody else. No, that ain't right. If you did it, you did it.
I take my licks.
Yeah,
I take my licks.
I've taken my share of lumps.
I take accountability for my actions. You know, what Jim Carrey said when he got off the elevator on Liar Liar,
it was me. Yeah, that's right. As soon as he said it was me. That's right. If I did it, I did it.
Listen.
I'm like that at work. Hey, this don't look right. Oh, I probably did do that. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, guess what? Let me fix it.
Right.
If I did it, I own it. I correct it. That's it.
If it was me, it was me.
Oh, all right, y'all. We went a little deep on this episode, but you know what? Sometimes it's calling for. Again, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Follow us on all our social platforms.
That's my prince.
We out of here. Peace, y'all.
Love y'all.